Throw Gang. We are joined by the Stitchman, Lauren Schlossman.
Big Stitchman.
And myself, the Wallaby Warrior, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Run of the Boys with today's full episode only available on
Patreon.com/throwingfits.
Before we get into goated holiday meats, let's call it, switching your whole face up and getting embarrassed by your moms, let's get into some housekeeping, Lawrence.
Yeah, dude. Walk lightly and walk loudly and carry a big stitch. Throwing Fits times Clark's Originals is coming out next week.
Never thought the day would come. This has been over a year in the making.
Crazy.
I realized because I was like, I weirdly got taken all the way back to my January 2023 photos in my when I was scrolling through some shit. I don't know, and I saw some original sketches of the product that we have here in front of you that is finally dropping on Thursday, December 21st on throwingfits.com.
Yeah, baby. Point of sale, boys.
$200. Yeah. You thought we were going to mark it up just because it's a fucking collaboration with the only podcast that matters?
No,
we're
sir.
keeping it price point friendly.
Yeah. How do you improve on an already perfect classic?
I know. When did this happen? So
let me think about it. How would you do that?
I think that
medallion mode.
I think you would commission an artist to make some original art and hand stitch that medallion inspired by classic cowboy boots into the toe box of a fucking timeless Wallaby.
Mount Rushmore of kicks right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. The hardest part actually was finding the right artist, truly the right artisan who could do this. Went through some trial and error with various machines and shit. Finally found our boy Brian here in Brooklyn. He has these, and I went to his studio and actually watched the process get done, and it truly was. I was like, damn, this is fucking crazy. He has sewing machines that are 120 years old.
Crazy.
From fucking blue collar towns in Pennsylvania. So right where you'd fit in right there. And he's
the town where when the factory closes, it's a fucking wrap, bro. Yeah. And then all of the machinery goes on fire sale for Brooklyn artisanal artisans.
Exactly.
Artisanal artisan?
Yeah.
Okay.
His boy Wayne. So I got to see the whole process, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of it was very nice because it was slow.
Yeah.
And it really was these manly men with big hands slicing the stitching, unstitching the upper from the rest the vamp from the rest of the upper, taking our art, sticking it on, and then following the sewing machine would be guided by the stencil.
Right.
Don't worry, I made a fucking IG reel. You can all see it. And he's
You've
doing
been making so many reels, dude.
Yeah, he's doing it mad slow. It's it's a nice Sunday afternoon in Bushwick. And then Wayne takes it back and puts it back together. Fucking QC, stamp the duster bag, lace him up, tighten him up, throw him back in the box. It was very sick to see. I'm not gonna lie.
You learn a lot collabing. In this case, apparently, cowboy boot medallion art is trademarked. We had no idea that you can't just steal something off the internet. You got to commission your own original medallion, which you could see here beautifully on display.
And shout out Eric at Clark's. I first met him when I was doing working at Def Jam, and we did some Puma collabs.
Oh shit,
Puma.
Yeah.
And we did
some Clydes, some Suedes.
We did some Clydes with Public Enemy that were actually kind of hard.
Yeah.
I think Gunna wore them. We did a Def Jam Clyde, which was whatever, came and went. And we did these Slick Rick high tops that were this patent leather, the ugliest sneaker you've ever seen.
Were all these available at a Complex Con type situation? Some
shit like that. And the Slick Rick ones happened right as I left Def Jam, and also NCB who was there he had also left Def Jam, and that was our department. And so Slick Rick's people were calling me hey, what's up with the Puma, bro?
I
this
quit.
Shit. I was I don't know. Lose my number.
Yeah.
I am a podcaster now.
Yeah. Shout out our Clark's fam for making this happen. Like James said, at least a year in the making. Some other nice little details besides the hand stamped dust bag. We got blue laces, obviously, if you want to switch them out. And the custom TF fob.
Yeah.
Might be that hang tag. Might be the illest detail. I don't wear the Wallabies the normal originals tag or fob out the crib. I know that's I don't know, not that it's divisive, but that would be the OG Raekwon Ghostface blue and cream style. But a TF one, I might have to keep that dangling, dude. Let these motherfuckers know.
I might just hang it somewhere.
Good, honestly,
like a car freshener, air freshener,
Christmas ornament.
Yeah,
straight up.
Shout out Eric, Matt, Charlie, the whole fucking squadron.
Thank
These
you,
have
boys.
been They stuck with us through thick and thin. These have been like, I think Eric said he started in September 2022, and this is like one of the first things he tried to get going. So it's been a fucking minute.
Yeah, it's all maple suede low wallies, which in our book is the platonic ideal of a wallaby.
Yeah, the king wally.
When you're speaking Wallenese to these motherfuckers, this is the one that you have on your feet. Here's a great opportunity for us to talk about Clark's wallaby sizing for the final fucking time. You and I size down a half. With that said, because this is super limited, and I guarantee you there's going to be some sour motherfuckers whose sizes sell out because they slept, I think you could go true to size as well. You have to, as a last resort. Don't trip if you
It's not going to be the end of the world, but yeah, if you can size down a half size, a full size, maybe if you're a tweener. If you're a tweener, maybe
we're
a full
selling
size.
half sizes.
There are half sizes available, but yeah, it is we only made a few of these. Yeah, $200. Throwingfits.com on Thursday.
Throw
21st.
some incense in your cart as well.
Absolutely.
Get that double up on the shipping.
Yeah.
Fucking Shopify got a lot of people fucking worked up over those internal shipping prices that we have no control over.
We don't. Yes.
So yeah, what did you say? The 21st, throwingfits.com. Throw some incense in your cart. There's a couple tins left.
$200. Hold on. I want to see what the
This is a passion project. This is a marketing exercise with our homies at Clark's Originals. We are not here to price gouge, even though the manual labor that goes into every pair of these is like definitely worth a premium. I mean, just like the handwork alone from the artisanal artisans. Like,
I know. So we're making $0 on this whole project. I just remembered
You
to
did
say
the math.
because we're fucking heroes. No. So they're slightly above retail of a regular wallaby, which is like $160, $170.
Oh, okay.
But the cost of everything and everything comes out to like $200 a pair because we had to buy. Well, I'm not okay. I'm not going to get into it.
You don't need to get into the P's and Q's and logistics of how you begin the process of creating a long partnership with the brand. This is just step 0.
Making stuff is hard. That's all I'm going to say.
Very,
and
very
expensive.
difficult. And
you can do it right.
You can ask all the Bushwick artisanal artisans just how hard. But yeah, these are fucking sick. We each got a pair.
You know how many fucking Miller High Lifes? Like, we're creating, this is a trickle down, right? We employ some
creators.
Bushwick artisans to make some fire shoes. Those Bushwick artisans take their money. They fucking get tattoos and drink some High Lifes and go to like a hardcore show. And those people make money. This is a whole cottage, the TF cottage industry starts right here with you on December 21st.
Yeah. We're super psyched on these. Buy a pair for yourself. Buy a pair for whether it's a wallaby enthusiast or just a straight up John's enthusiast in your life. And yeah, this is never coming out again. I'll tell you that.
You probably won't get them in time for Christmas. I'm not going to lie there. I got to figure out when our fulfillment center closes for the holidays, but
so maybe if you
probably not. Maybe for a little New Year's tree.
Yeah. And if you keep that tree up for your ornament to arrive with your complimentary pair of Throwing Fits times Clark's Wallabies on Deckington the halls with a beautiful pair of footwear.
That's all we're going to show for the rest of the episode, except for keeping this in your fucking facials. If you're not a broke boy and pay for the $10 video, so you can just zoom
We'll be wearing
in.
them in the fit pick.
True. Speaking of which, what were you wearing upstairs, Lawrence?
I was wearing TF times Clark's Wallabies. I am wearing Shiro socks. I have on a pair of Apese times Jonathan Anderson elegantly flared denim. And Metalwood Studios belt, Western belt. I have on a Mildred merch tee. Up top on above that, I got on a Stussy mohair cardigan.
The Grinch John.
Well, and
Oscar the Grouch John.
I'm 50 Shades of Grinch today, dude. Straight up with the vintage Patagonia Retro X on top of that, metalwood on the hat as well as the waist, rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome in the other hand. I still got a.
What's on your dick?
Supreme Hanes. Okay. Thanks for reminding me. I almost
Real
forgot.
tree?
No,
that's
black,
not a green.
Black.
Okay,
black. Right. No. But yeah, 50 Shades of Grinch, is that the title?
No.
Oh, damn.
Maybe.
Talk Wallenese to him, Jimbo.
All right. I'm wearing Clark's TF Wallies on the dogs. Then I'm wearing Manresa socks, vintage 501s from the homies at Chickies, Our Legacy Workshop. What color is this? Like a marigold?
Orange?
Whatever. Workshop tee.
Orange.
Okay. Connor McKnight rugby knit on top of that. And second wear Mad Dog Blausson. I believe it's a Mad Dog.
That's not the Mad Dog leather, but it is second layer and it is Blausson. So you nailed almost 2 out of 3.
When you say Blausson, what am I wearing? Let me see. Oh,
Yankees hat.
A Yankees hat that I got off Etsy, and forgot to wear any rings. Hanes boxers, sipping on a Diet Pepsi, and Green Point's Finest.
I also have my own hydro flask full of Green Point's Finest. I'm feeling a little under the weather. Like I hope we're gonna be on set. Well. On location.
We'll be good.
All day tomorrow. I hope I'm not actually coming down with anything. That would be fucking brutal.
This week's going to suck. Next week will be fine.
Yeah.
You just got to rest up for the annual, what is it? Critics' Choice Holiday Awards Special Bonanza Spectacular.
Yeah, it's the most cumbersome title by design. Yeah, we're filming that. We're recording that this weekend. All the fellas will be in the fucking building Fab Five with all of their favorites of the year that was. Though, well, I don't know if we want to just jump right into some hater shit, but like we've been preparing the Fitties for a while now. We have a running doc. And like, I don't want to be a Grinch. It was a bad year for culture, maybe outside of like 3 big movies.
Yeah, the 2023 Throwing Fits Year in Review Critics' Choice Award Spectacular Holiday Special. There it is.
I love that, dude.
It might be 45 minutes this year. No, I'm kidding. As we've cobbled together the Fitties, and we haven't truly locked in and like really fucking put our heads down and looked at other year-end lists, copy and paste. We haven't done that fully. We really got to, I think, keep track of shit over the course of 2024.
Well, we always say that, and then we never do. Or then you write down 3 bad sneaker collabs.
No, see, you just learned what a shared note is.
I love it, by the way.
That's what it is.
Well, not just learned. We've been doing shared notes for like a couple months now, but the shared note is fire.
So I think that's going to be the ongoing project for 2024, as well as trying to find a office space. But yeah, it's been a pretty fucking
like sneakers have been asked, collabs have mostly been asked, even like brands of the year, like that list where you're like, oh, it should be like fairly top heavy. I don't even know if there's like obvious ones there.
I think what it is that during the pandemic, everyone couldn't do shit. Everyone saved up their juice and came out hot in 2022.
They were blasting ropes all last year, and there was no fucking cum left.
Everyone nutted, and they can't fucking get hard a second time in a row. 2023 year, very whack.
Yo.
Maybe that cues up for a good 24. We got Dune 2.
Don't worry, it happens to a lot of brands.
Yeah, we got Dune 2. We got some Throwing Fits collabs on the way, which actually might. Are we doing ourselves a disservice by not putting ourselves on there?
We can't, dude. Oh, podcast of the year? Huh, would it be the only podcast that matters?
No, our collabs, dude.
No, we can't.
Our brand.
No, dude, that's not.
Bozo of the Year.
Well, no, that's what the Critics' Choice Awards, like, that's why it exists, because, like, your John of the Year could be, like, the TF Flannel, hypothetically. If you wanted to self-suck when we have the opportunity versus the Fitties, it's, we want to let the people fucking speak, and it's less about, like, things that you and I did and more about the greater zeitgeist.
Let you to speak. My Bozo of the Year was you when we recorded our last guest episode, but we're not going to get into it.
We're not going to get into it. I deserve it. The new company policy, whether recording with a friend, new or old, is don't show up shit-faced.
Yeah, but it's okay.
We moved past it.
Yeah,
I knew we kind of moved past it because, like, first of all, I deserved to be fucking buried 6 feet under for my completely unprofessional performance, and we're not going to say who our friend was, whose afternoon I'm assuming I ruined everyone's afternoon besides my own. I was having time of my life.
Yeah.
But when you called me this morning, and I was like, "Hey, good morning," and you were like, "What up, Wanksta?" I'm like, "All right, he's moved past it. I love this guy."
Yeah. That's my new.
What up, Wanksta?
That's my new greeting of choice. What up, Wanksta? Well, because 50 came out on top of the Diddy Awards. Diddy, Bozo of the Year, maybe. He's certainly on there. He might be Bozo of the Year.
Wait, is he on the list?
He's on the list. I did have to look up. I was going through the list. I was like, wait, who's Josh Giddey? And it was like, oh, it's the Australian player that fucked the 15-year-old.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? Like, making the obviously everyone's favorite categories is Bozo. And then the second favorite would be, I think, GOAT. And the razor thin line between Bozo and GOAT, the Hunter Biden paradox is...
No, it's the Portnoy paradox.
Wait, he's never been up for GOAT.
It's the Portnoy paradigm.
He's never been up for the greatest of all time of the year.
No, he's only been Bozo. But just by a hair.
Yo, shout out El
just by a hair plug.
Hopefully you guys are getting as excited as we are right now, just even talking and throwing out some names. But yeah, no, we're about to have a fucking barn burner next 2 weeks.
Yes. So
keep it locked. I'll be sober the whole time.
Famous last words for the Critics' Choice Award and then the Fitties after that.
Do you think I need to hit up that homie and apologize? I was so close, and I was like, I don't want to. But he's someone that until that ep comes out, I don't want to do anything that's going to make him be like, oh, you know what, kill this.
Yeah. Let sleeping dogs lie. But an episode that before me that comes out this week is with the homie Alyssa Vingen, no Klein, just like Raph.
She dropped the Klein with the quickness, not really with the quickness.
Every so often. Yeah. And this is a long time coming, right? And she's like kind of...
She hasn't been on in forever.
She had some stuff going on where she's like, I want to come on when the time is right. And then she got laid off, which she's been public about. And I think that when you get laid off, that's the first thing you should... When you get laid off and to a lesser extent broken up with or become single, you kind of have to broadcast that to the world. That's
like control the narrative before the narrative controls you?
If you want... Like, it should be known that you are available for hire, available for piping. Like, it should be out there, right? Like, or to
available
pipe or
be piped down.
Available reporting for piping.
It's that guy, that meme of the guy standing up. I am ready to be piped down. Wait, what did he say? Reporting for piping?
Reporting for piping. Possible episode title.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But the episode, I think that because she's a long time friend, this episode went deep. And I think that into like professional stuff. And I really liked that because I'm going through, I mean, I'm always going through this shit, but like the last few weeks have been like self-introspective, self-retrospective, self-examinatory. And Alyssa, I think, has come out of like a tough time and really showed up, and her sparkle was sparkling.
Yeah, I mean, this is a woman who is beloved by the Throw Gang. I think everyone would be psyched to have her back, whether or not we were like going deep or even just more like superficial. I would say the pod is kind of like a half of professional self-reflection now that she's a free agent.
Yeah.
And then half just real fucking spit on what it's like to be a grown-ass divorcee trying to date again. And both of these things are extremely interesting. I think we approach them with humor and thoughtfulness. And obviously, like, the most important thing is Alyssa fucking showed up ready to fucking spill. It didn't feel gossipy or car wrecky or tabloidy. It was just, like you said, yo, the shit was deep and fucking real. And real recognizes real.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everyone at home will agree. This is one of the great last pods to end the year on, I think, personally speaking.
And not to put myself or others on blast, but I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. And stick around... Wait till the end.
CC.
Wait till the end. Watch till the end. That's all I'm going to say.
I wonder if like real heads, because I want to say...
Watch to the end.
We told a certain story on the show anonymously, and we really kept it about you. And I wonder if people will be able to put 1 and 2 together.
Well, thanks for the very subtle clues there, baby.
If you are an artisanal artisan when it comes to the mind and putting clues together like fucking Sherlock Holmes, maybe you can figure it out.
Baby, I'm trying to hand.
No one's gonna remember, but no one's gonna remember that story.
Baby, I'm trying to hand stitch your mind. I'm trying to hand stitch that coochie,
girl.
Okay,
girl, is that coochie hand stitched? Because that shit would be artisanal.
I want that artisanal Bushwick coochie. Okay.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
No, you do not.
No, that shit is feral. No, I'm kidding.
Do you think, come on, all
coochies matter.
Do art hose dye their pubic hair? Is that a thing?
That was a trend for a little bit. The merkin. Remember that?
Bro, that was never a trend. Bro, and also, a merkin is a wig for your pubes.
Okay, sorry. Dyeing your pubes and having them out. That was a thing like a few years ago. And then also vajazzling.
Oh, I remember vajazzling for sure. That's fun. Yeah. Why don't guys get to like what's the fucking that seems a bit sexist. Like guys can't bedazzle their scroach.
You don't put 2 googly eyes on the tip of your cock?
No, on your balls, dude. On your balls. And then this guy's the nose. Then the
you don't put a little tuxedo on your little guy?
No. Just
not even at a holiday party?
I mean, are you buying a pre-tied bow tie for your cock, or are you gonna actually do it?
Yeah, he's getting clip-on earrings and everything.
Isn't that like a fucking whack-ass like chuggy thing where it's like mistletoe on the bell?
Oh, yeah.
Someone suck me off.
It's like, oh, I just ran into my fucking parents.
Well, you know, all the dinks have extra money to buy fucking mistletoe, a novelty mistletoe for their crotch area.
How does it feel?
A girl, you know, honestly, if you're a chick at a holiday party, if you're the one lady listening, do that. You should do that. That's fire.
Oh, to get eaten out?
That's like flipping the masculinity on his head.
But mistletoe is poisonous. Did you know that? You can't eat mistletoe.
So is coochie. Ask Michael Douglas.
Oh, damn, yeah. My guy ate too much artisanal Bushwick coochie.
Yeah, honestly, if eating coochie gives you jaw cancer,
throat cancer,
no
gum cancer,
you might as well sign my death certificate now, Jim.
munching on that killer pussy.
Speaking of grooming, you did an interesting move that I didn't see coming that I wanted to talk about.
You want to talk grooming or you want to talk DINKWADs?
I don't. What is? Oh, here's just real quick with dinks and dinkwads, which is dual income, no kids with a dog. My culture is not your costume. If you are not living in a major metropolis and you're out here, even ironically, fucking broadcasting your dinkage, that's fucking dink stolen valor.
See.
You got to be living in New York City, Chicago, LA to claim that, because you need to be somewhere where the cost of living is astronomical.
I think you're losing sight of the forest for the trees. I think the main thing that has come to light this week is that these dinks that broadcast their dinkdom are fucking just annoying as hell. And I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You very proudly shout from the rafters, team no kids, kids are mids.
Well, only when it gets brought up.
But you're like, oh yeah, fuck kids. I'm team no kids, bro. I'm fucking team no kids.
For example, when we were on set for a video this week, we were talking to the makeup and hair department, and who are wonderful women, and she was talking about my puppy, just complaining honestly to anyone who will listen, and she was just like, oh, like, do you guys have kids? Are you gonna have kids? And then I will offer up,
my dog that I bought a Go-Yard bag for because I'm a dinkwad.
You're calling my wife a dog?
No, it doesn't. Doesn't George give a fucking Go-Yard?
To Ted Cruz, his wife, she's ugly as a dog.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. What is it? I'll try.
You watch one of Shane Gillis?
No, but Trump, dude, I don't think there's gonna be no debate, which will be a bummer. But Trump is up there, is fucking spitting, bro.
Yeah, bars.
Feeling like Nick Mullen with a new hour on the way, dude. He's fucking getting the work in.
You still not gonna vote, or did Chris Wallace convince you?
Bro, I do not vote in a primary. I vote in presidential elections.
Wait, also, why is this not straight on?
What do you mean?
Oh, fuck. I'm losing them.
Bro, come on now. It was all set up. What are you doing?
I'm trying to have them straight onto the camera.
What evs, dude?
There we go.
Let it cook.
Yeah, I fucking treated my face like a coochie and shaved it. What of it, bro?
So I saw it because it didn't even hit close friends. You went live. You went wide.
Yeah, that was actually a mistake.
So, oh really? Yeah. What was like when Sexy Jimbo does anything with his physical appearance? When Sexy Jimmy switches even the littlest thing to the tiniest degree, I feel like that's national news with the girls and the gays. So my first question is, what was the reaction?
The girls and the gays and Lawrence.
Yeah, I might have been there. I hit that fucking shared note immediately.
Yeah. Hey guys, when you say it's for the girls and the gays, can you also include Lawrence?
Yeah, please. Because I thought you looked good. Like you know, sweet baby Jimmy.
When was this?
We shaved it in America.
Nice. Monday. So this is what a weeks of growth looks like, I believe. Maybe Tuesday.
Did you do it for said shoot?
No. Hell no.
How scraggly was it?
It was bad. It was just getting annoying. It was a little like
the chocolate donut.
Yeah, it was like more. It's always been more goatee than like beard, because obviously the patchiness is just like horrendous. And I don't know, dude. I'm not to get fucking. I mean, we already talked this out like several times on pod. I feel like, but I was like, you know what? Let me just like do this for whether it's like bearing yourself. It's like you know, because I was working with my trainer and I was like, yeah, like my goal is to like get a jawline. That's it. I'm not there yet. Right. For sure. And with guys that can grow a lot of beards, no shade, no shots. A lot of it's makeup for dudes, right?
100,000%.
It is the false appearance for a lot of guys. Some guys not. The false appearance of like a jawline, creating separation between like the face and the neck, and I just can't do that. And like the goal with the personal trainer is like, one, be healthy, but also like be able to kind of eat whatever I want, and then also get a jawline.
Peak fuckability.
And I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm never gonna fucking let me just go for it. Let me just do it. Fuck all this pretending fugazi fake bullshit.
Did you feel
let
like
me strip it all away?
Did you feel like you bared your soul via visage?
It was a bit of like a cleansing moment. It felt good. It felt good on my face.
Did you
just felt good? Period.
Did you go to like? Did you get it done like at Mildred, or did you just do it at the crib?
I used my face trimmer, not my ball trimmer, my face trimmer. I know this concept is foreign to you.
Yeah, one trimmer per man.
I use the one that is labeled face, not balls, on my face, and then busted out the fucking Gillette.
I don't know. Well, you're asking me like I know what razor you use.
Dude, I have so much like bathroom product stuff still from when I was at Complex. Most of it is like, and also now, most of it is like expired 4 years ago. But like razors are still good. I think they're just sitting in the packaging.
I would assume so.
Yeah. But yeah, so I fucking
how many blades?
Stroked it down. I think the Quattro, the Quinceanera.
You stroked yourself down.
I stroked down the Visage, and here we are.
I thought it was brave, and this is not like this is no shade to you because I thought you looked great. I just generally think that going baby face mode as like a grown ass man is tough because most guys, I feel like, at least in our world, there's always some type of stubble, whether like you're saying you're hiding shit like someone like me, or you're just a handsome guy and the stubble just only, enhances the handsomeness. Like you don't really see a lot of clean shaven homies.
See, I think that the clean shaven homies, like, we don't really give them enough credit for being clean shaven because bearding is the norm, right? Yeah. Shout out the beardos.
Shout out all the beards, dude. Putting in that work,
Shout out
dude,
Jay-Z.
to hide everything. But it kind of inspired me because I've said, not to repeat myself now, but like I would love to continue the eating disorder to the point where like I could go mustache mode, which would require shaving 95% of my shitty beard.
That'd be crazy. You should do it.
It's gonna happen. I'm just still not, dude. The day that you went clean shaven, the reason I think it resonated so hard with me, not just because I love you and I thought it was beautiful.
I think it's Tuesday morning is when I did it. Yeah. So this is 6 days right here.
Is that I was trimming my beard for what all the kind of
with your ball trimmer.
With my trimmer. Or am I trimming my balls with my beard trimmer?
How far back do you go with the trimmer that you use on your face?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm talking undercarriage and asshole here.
No. I don't. It's just more. It's more superficial. More trimming the hedges than getting in the backyard and pulling out the weeds.
Yeah, you don't cross the Forbidden Valley.
No, not with my trimmer. But whose trimmer are you using?
Jenna's?
No. That's more. Dude, I'm not a hairy guy, really.
Okay, you let that shit swing.
Yeah. But anyway,
looking like a Marnie sweater.
I kind of like fucked up and went like too low and just kind of got like a glimpse of what like my future could have been, and I was like,
scary.
I am not ready to sport the stash in a picture, let alone in a video that adds, what are we at, 25 pounds every week? Jesus,
I don't know what is going on here.
I hate it here.
It sucks. I just wanted to do something a little not drastic, obviously, because like this isn't a fucking big deal, but it's just like, it's a bit, it's like I'm still looking in the mirror a week later. I'm just like, wow. Like not used to it at all.
Right. What was the best compliment you got from someone who eventually you'd like to have sexual intercourse with?
Just like heart eye emoji reacts.
Oh,
and like,
nice, dude.
Like the clean face, looking good, king type
shit. Our little angel.
Yeah, and then also the other thing is that my hair right now is on Anton Chigurh, No Country for Old Men levels. I'm not even joking. Like, look at this shit. I don't know if you can
call it, friendo.
Yeah, which he never says in the movie.
What are you talking about? He absolutely does, bro.
No, he doesn't.
I need to rewatch that. I just love
Call it.
What's the cattle joint? What do you call that? The fucking
the beef maker.
They called me the beef maker. I don't know what that voice was. That was more fucking Bane. No, but that's, I just love when he's yops people with that joint. That's fucking, it's like a cattle, not a prod, obviously, but it's that gas. He's got that big gas, dude.
Yeah.
He literally is murdering people with a whippet machine.
I don't think he says call it. He never says call it friendo.
He definitely says friendo at some point.
You consider yourself a fucking cinephile and you don't even know.
Great fucking movie, dude. Yeah. All-time Coen Brothers.
We watched it recently.
Oh, yeah?
What business is it of yours where I'm from, friendo?
Yeah.
And then he's like, what's the most you've ever wagered on a coin flip?
Yeah,
call
it. What's the most you've ever lost?
Yeah.
What's the most you've ever lost on a John, Jim?
Anyway,
you need a haircut. You need a haircut.
Loving the clean face. It's still looking at a stranger in the mirror. And it just felt good to kind of just do something a little wacky.
Wait, so when you've been going to like your fancy holiday parties and shit, you've been wearing a ball cap because your hair is just not on point?
No, I've been just fucking rocking this mop top.
Well, when you got your hair done for this video we did, you literally you got bussins.
Really?
Yo, like, well, that's what I told you that. I was like, yo, your shit is kind of like flipped.
I know, but I was just
looking ramp ski.
My shit is low-key curly, so it's actually hard to tame, and I don't, when it's at this length that I never have it. I was kind of like,
damn, low-key curly and Larry, all we need is a mo.
I know. What up, Mo?
Yo, shout out to Mo's.
I was kind of, especially after the Blake Abbey episode, I was like, okay, I'm already at this point. Should I just let it grow and let it flow? But the awkward middle stages, and anyone that's like tried to grow their hair long, I know for a fact they've gone through this as well. The awkward middle stages where you have to wear a hat every single day. I'm just like, I don't want to go through that. Let me just fucking bring it back down.
If you could have any hairstyle with your current hair, like you can't get any enhancements or anything, what would it be if you could snap your fingers and have?
I would like to know what it's like to have
like Keanu hair, Blake Abbey hair.
Not as long as Keanu, but or not as long as Blake, but like have some more flow.
Would you do a middle part?
I kind of would have to. I think.
Really?
Yeah. How else does your hair fall if you
could go like all back and like kind of like the Brad Pitt and Kill 'Em Softly like mullet sitch?
Nah, not
you wouldn't do that?
No.
I like that. That would be my
It would be like a little.
That was my dream when like Headband Larry was happening, was like, can I get it to a point where like I could like grow it long enough to get some volume to like do that kind of like like a douchebag mullet, I guess you would call it.
That's how we have now?
No, I have just I'm just slick, dude. I'm a sloppy steak eating piece of shit.
So when are we going to see you? If you feel like you're so inspired, when are we going to see you clean shaven?
If I'm being real, I think I need to drop 10 more LBs or like New Year's resolution, like get in the gym and like turn this sloppy steak into like
some wag.
I gotta flame broil it into some A5.
Oh,
Wagyu.
Oh, my guy's a Whopper?
Yeah, dude. Shout out all the Whoppers at home listening.
Deep cut.
Do people even know?
No.
That boy flame broiled. Jesus Christ, sorry.
I'm speaking of flame broiled.
I'm sick.
All right, enough about my face. Let's talk about what we did this week. You and I on Tuesday night had a nice little link up with our boy Felix from Studio Nicholson.
Shout out Felix.
And Felix, I can only imagine how many cool guys are going to send you this portion of the podcast. Like you claim happened when we first shouted you out.
Isn't that crazy?
That was cool. I like that. That was cool.
Well, what I just will never get over is like
what happened was he was like, yo, when you guys shouted me out, like mad people, 5 people. He's like, don't worry, cool guys sent me the pod and they're like, yo, you got fucking name drop, bro. Except it was British. So it's like, oi, you got fucking name drop, yeah?
By the way, if you have to be like, you got name dropped, or people told me about your name drop, which by the way, they're cool. That's like a one, maybe like you don't, I just assume that they would be cool. No, I know. It's just a funny qualifier. When it comes to the audience, quality versus quantity, and shout out, if you're listening right now, like obviously like you're cool. We fuck with you. You're your best friend behind the paywall. But like generally speaking with TF, like our biggest audience is obviously American. But like our best audience in terms of like cool guy and whatever metric you would use is definitely the blokes in the UK.
I mean, that's a little disparaging towards our fucking Yank friends, no?
I mean, aren't Brits just cooler? I'm not an Anglophile, but aren't Brits just generally, would you say, cooler than Americans? Right?
I guess so. I mean, they do sound sick.
Yeah.
They have better slang. And the rappers are nicer.
They're way more
we know
polite.
that. Yeah. They treat us like humans, not like fucking the help. That's just, cool.
And then there's also part of me, and like we've talked about like why we might be popular in like certain European countries because of like the dick and ball jokes, and
it's because it's repressed over there.
Yeah,
they don't have edgelords, I guess, over in fucking
at least
UK.
not in Scandinavia.
No, definitely not. Excuse me. So fucking gas.
Yeah, if you're a British edgelord, you're just that Jimmy. What's that guy?
It's like, hello, I'm the Lord of Edge.
The Pope is fucking gay, man. Whoa! Did he just call the Pope gay? Holy shit!
Jimmy Cricket or whatever.
Yeah, what is that? That fucking that guy sucks, dude. Or like just Ricky Gervais generally.
Right.
Just the worst fake, contrarian.
My
motherfucker.
father's the Lord of Edgetown. Anyway,
Edgetown.
So
the Lord of Edge Manor.
Yeah, exactly. The Lord of the Edge Estate.
No, but I think so. Then part of me is then like I think it's because like someone knows they can take us out to dinner and like we will drink, and I'm like that's not a good thing to have people like your reputation precede you in that regard. Like, oh, we'll take them to dinner because like we can get fucked up. I don't know if I want that.
Wait, what?
I think to certain British friends, old and new, we're like invited to dinner partly because our reputation as drinkers, partiers precedes us, and I don't know if that's like a good thing.
No, probably not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Definitely not. I stuck with seltzers until the wine came out at dinner.
Yeah,
but we went to Bar Preemie, and the food was classic, standby, reliable. One of the only places we could get a res for $6, kind of last minute. Great time. New friends, old friends, actually all new friends, except for you.
All new friends. Well, old enemies, new friends.
Yeah, old ops, new friends. But we went family style, which is very rarely done correctly, especially if the people driving on the menu are kind of like new to the place and don't necessarily know like portion size and how many entrees, how many secondis, how many fucking salads, etc.
New to this versus true to this.
This is not anyone's fault. No. Family style fucking never works because this is what I do, right? If 6 people, right, a dish comes out, I'm taking less than 1/6 because the hope is, and this is why socialism and communism only works on paper.
This is true.
Not in America.
In a nutshell.
I will take less than my designated piece in the hopes that everyone does the same, or the assumption that everyone does the same, and then like whoever wants more can come back for a little more.
Yeah, what
That's
goes around
the
comes
hope
around
and assumption.
is not in play in
And
a
that is
group dinner.
never the case.
No.
And then it's always just like, you might take a little too much of something you don't necessarily like. You might not get enough of something you do really like, like especially with a big party, like some shit you might really like might get abandoned or like moored over there, and you can't be the guy that's like, yo, in it, pass the fucking pizza or whatever.
Yo, mate, it's the shopping cart problem or whatever it's called.
Trolley problem.
No. The shopping cart one is that right, and people are just gonna eventually like they're gonna leave their carts. They're gonna leave their carts strewn about the parking lot, and the orchette is not gonna make it back to you for a second scooping.
I know.
Though I will say, an Italian restaurant, when you do order with a group,
and you get a lot of pastas.
You get a lot of pasta, and it's nice to then, if you love, like I do, fresh homemade pasta done by an artisanal artisan.
Giuseppe.
You get to try more versus if you just got your own pasta.
Yeah. I like mixing them all up into one fucking mega
slop?
pasta. One slop to rule them all.
You Voltron them up into a fucking mega pasta?
Yeah, bro. One noodle.
They all just end up tasting then like red sauce.
One noodle to rule them all. No, I don't actually like slop them together, but I like having a little porous borders.
Yeah.
Like a little overlap.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you get the sage sausage, orecchiette, then you get the fucking lamb ragu. And that middle area.
You're not an isolationist. You encourage crossing of the borders and
I'm
intermingling.
biracial, bro. If I didn't like this, then I wouldn't like myself.
That's true, dude.
So, but
I can't wait for the Reddit to get a hold of that statement,
bro. Loved chilling with Felix. Felix, Ian, Jesse, Megan. That's all of them, right?
I think
Lawrence, James.
Wait, can I make fun of you for one thing?
Well, I was about to get into it. I mean,
sorry.
with new friends, like, yeah, you want to be yourself. You want to have a great time. You want to test boundaries. You don't want to like necessarily be like, pass the fucking lamb ragu, man. You want to be a little
lad that loves lamb and ragu.
You want to be yourself. I'm not saying that I love putting on the full Jimmy character and fucking dance monkey for my supper. And I'm not saying that that's what I was doing.
Please, sir, may I have some more?
But I think that there are a few times where things we said, and we were having like separate conversations, even though I could not help but I could not hear the person next to me speaking.
You got to talk to a Brit about Saltburn, bro.
Yeah, but when you start talking movies, I literally cannot hear, and you're talking away from me. I could not hear the person next to me.
I was turned to my right, and you were sitting on my left, so that's embarrassing.
Yeah, there's a moment where...
Well, maybe not as embarrassing as you. I mean, you want to tell a story? Should I tell my perspective?
We were just okay. Let me tell the story because I want to keep it as vague as possible, and I know that you would just fucking spill all the slop, all the breakfast beans. I was relating the story about like me and this other woman who I was talking to, and Felix. We were talking about like dating and like creating boundaries and like
or lack thereof,
being clear in your communication and defining these like murky areas around like dating. And I was like, yeah. And like, sometimes people can't necessarily read what you're trying to say unless you are very explicit and they want to keep hanging out and doing everything and and Felix is like something and I said when they get addicted to what the dick did.
Yeah, you dropped that at a time when it was a perfect lull in conversation across the whole table, and my perspective was that you shocked and appalled everyone from across the Atlantic, whether it was a Brit or American. You just went for it, which like you've used that phrase before. It is, I believe it's a Jimmy original TM.
I think I heard it in college from someone.
Okay. Well, it's now yours because that person does not have a platform. You've colonized their slang. It was hilarious to hear that out of the context of just me and you, like, or you making a joke on the pod, and just seeing the reactions from the table, which is like, oh, this guy is a piece of fucking shit.
Well,
dude.
Felix was dying laughing.
Well, obviously.
And that was great. Also, he had like 4 pints before watching like a fucking Liverpool game or something. Yeah. So he was dying laughing, but then I just hear next to me, I just hear someone go, oh, I wish I didn't hear that.
Yeah, just general groaning across the fucking booth.
She was just like, oh, I really wish I hadn't heard you say that.
But it is funny, especially considering like the context of like when we did Alyssa's pod and talking about it even just now, where it's like, getting deep and real, and sometimes deep and real includes being addicted to what the dick did, deepness, no pun intended, I mean, it happens, bro.
Dude, I mean, yeah.
From stitch men to stick men.
When keeping it gross goes wrong.
Which is normally how, if you're gross, it's going to go wrong.
Keeping it real goes wrong. I don't know. I mean, look, this pod isn't for everyone. I'm an acquired taste.
Honestly, in your case, when keeping it deep goes wrong.
Yeah, when keeping it real.
Yeah. But your pun penetrated the conversation and left a lot of people wishing that they had never met you, but hadn't maybe gotten to know you as well as they did in that moment.
If it had happened a little, and look, I think the same thing happened to you, where I think you were,
screaming in someone's face about
Saltburn and Napoleon, and they're just like, God, I wish I hadn't come to this dinner. No, they didn't say that.
Probably. With that said, Felix was loving it, and it seems like our relationship with Studio Nicholson is only going to get realer.
Continues asunder.
Real recognizes real.
Afterwards, we were trying to think of a bar afterwards to go to, and the only bar that I really know, and like, I'm not a big like Nolita fan or Nolita expert, but I was like, yo, let's go to Botanica.
Oh yeah,
this is a bar I used to go to in my early 20s.
Yeah.
Little dingy basement bar on Houston Street, and like weirdly grimy and cheap given where it is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I was like, let's just go. Like people are like, we've had like some rich Italians, some really nice wine. Let's just get a beer. And I was like, Botanica, let's go. This is a place where like, again, we would sneak booze in because we were like young and broke. A friend of mine who and I'm not going to, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But he's very like clean and fastidious and very like proper and like well put together. This is at a time in our lives where we all walked out of the bar one time and he's giggling and we're like, yo, what's so funny? And he lifts up his shirt and he'd taken the toilet seat
what the fuck?
Off the toilet.
Come
and had,
on,
like,
bro.
Half stuffed down his pants.
That's such a bad, like, what are you doing, dude? He stole first of all, it's disgusting. Yeah. He had the toilet seat touching his body and or John's.
Yeah, it was just like underneath his like, very tight like American Apparel shirt. And he was just like, I got the toilet seat.
Damn, too bad like memes didn't exist in that time because someone then could take a picture and be like, don't have the Guinness at Botanica. Just a destroyed toilet, dude. I've always known Botanica and like pianos, even though
Pianos?
Yeah.
What about, okay, keep going.
Both as like fake ID bars where like when I was first hanging out in the city, I was obviously over 21, but like I would party at both these places and see children. Because like they just didn't give because I guess scanning technology didn't exist and like they just didn't care.
Well, pianos is a venue. I feel like people go into like see shows and shit, but then Botanica was like a big NYU bar for a few years.
Yeah.
But
I think it was crazy. It was like you could be a fucking child and show a library card like you're gonna be Gucci
and go in and steal the toilet seat. Yeah. It's crazy though.
An all ages show or fucking just have a pint and blow up a bathroom.
I haven't been to Botanica in many years, and it was a dive bar. It was like grimy. Yeah. It was gross.
Piece of shit for sure.
There's no toilet seat ever since
for
since
years.
2009. And
I can't
and like
believe
really
you did
like
that.
Moldy furniture held together by fucking duct tape and bubble gum. This shit had fucking leather banquettes and like wooden benches and tables that weren't sticky. My shit got gentrified.
Speaking of fucking chuggy dinks, there was a neon like scripted sign.
Hey, what did it say?
I don't know. Live.
This
laugh,
must be
love.
the place, right?
Drink, laugh, steal a toilet seat. Yeah. Drink, laugh, steal. No, it was a bummer because you're right. I hadn't been there in years, but I always remembered it as a piece of shit. And they fucking gentrified the back room. And also, it's like, should we be criticizing a bar for like trying to make themselves more, approachable and better looking and not so gross?
Yeah.
To like people that are legit clientele looking to have a bev.
And this is a thing, like when you move to New York and live here for a long time, like this is just a standard thing where it's like, oh, I went back to this place and it's different than what I remember and I fucking hate it. It's like, no.
It's such a New York mentality.
Yeah. Why didn't you like, whatever. Yeah. It's such a, it's
this place got better. I'm going to stop giving them my money now. Fuck that, dude.
This place doesn't suck. Fuck this place.
Yeah, right? No, but it was a true piece of shit spot that definitely got a little facelift. And also, by the way,
did you notice if the toilet seat had been replaced?
I don't remember. At least I think I've definitely used both. Because honestly, dude, the clams and the octopus, I need to know that if I'm not that I thought
you took a shit at Botanica?
Yeah.
Oh. So there definitely was a toilet seat.
Oh, and it was the worst. And it was first of all, let me just say, okay. I know a lot at this point, being almost 37. Like I know, despite loving certain foods, I know if I'm going to eat them, it's going to be a problem, right? And the biggest ones for me are mussels and clams.
Really?
But with clam linguine, clam pasta, like I'm gonna still eat it, even though I know what the result is going to be.
You were the guy that was like, oh, let's get a clam linguine.
Yeah. I'm trying to see something real quick. little
Oh,
experiment.
we're going to Botanica? Yeah, we'll get the clams linguine.
Yeah, let's get at 2 orders.
They just got to do toilet seat.
Yo, but I ate 2 clams. Speaking of gross and too much information, but here's the deal, right? This is the math. Larry plus 2 clams equals diarrhea, straight up. And there was probably a couple Guinnesses in the mix. And listen, it was speaking of like creating like mega slop, that was what was happening inside of me.
Oh.
But the Voltron of slop inside of my little tummy. But I had I pooped in both bathrooms, and there was a toilet seat in both.
You pooped in both?
Yeah, and it. And
Jesus.
And the worst was the second time, the big boy. After I dropped the big boy off at the pool, I'm like, okay, what are the odds that there's going to be someone that is going to follow me up here? Because like it was a pretty like
because we're at a crowded bar.
No.
It was a Tuesday night.
Exactly, it's Tuesday night. Like it was on the later side for a Tuesday night.
My God, dude.
And of course, it's just like one of the 5 women in the bar, and I'm just like,
it was the guy before me. I swear.
You're not going to want to have what he's having.
Do not go in there.
And it's clams linguine, by the way. That's what he had.
You really said what?
No, I didn't say anything. I literally couldn't even look her in the eyes. What are you talking about?
Do not go in there.
Yeah, no,
Woo! Ace Ventura Pet Detective for my real movie heads at home.
Yeah, dude. Anyway.
Yeah, that was.
Both toilet seats are still.
That was a fun time. Another, you know what? Bucket list item returning to your like early 20s dive bar. Another bucket list item I got to cross off this week was I linked up with Giavos.
The Greek motherfucking freak.
The fucking coolest guy in Richmond, Virginia.
Can we like give him some flowers? I know he definitely listens to Boys Only. He's like,
Also going to keep going.
When he got referenced because of like the John he hooked me up with. And he's in town with Delaney. They're doing Love Club. Like they got fucking juice, dude. Speaking of fucking young underage people, go to Jeans. I'm kidding, not underage. But when someone on the Reddit was like, yo, we need Constantine on the pod. I was like, yo, so this guy's the most famous and coolest dude in Richmond.
Well, he runs a little
which I'm not surprised about.
Grocery empire down in Richmond. He's as like the Erewhon of Richmond, Virginia.
The Feta King of Richmond.
the Erewhon of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
The olive oil king of the Ozarks.
And he, like myself, has been on a tennis kick, kind of like, these past few years.
Yeah.
And we've played, our routine is, because I can't always go to Jeans because I'm not able to stay up past 1 a.m. And going to Jeans is fun, but, not necessarily something I'd
if you
see myself doing.
If you want to feel like the oldest guy in the room, but still being VIP,
exactly.
you go to Jeans.
You go to Love Club.
Shout out Love Club.
Well, I was like, yo, if you guys are doing a Love Club and I want to go, like, I need to know like weeks in advance so I can like prepare myself by like clearing out my entire Sunday to do nothing the next day.
It's over.
And mentally meditate and prepare to go.
It's kind of like your own clams and linguine.
It is. But he was like, our thing now is he'll fly in. If he flies in on doing it on a Saturday, he'll come in on a Friday or early Saturday. We'll play tennis. Right. He'll like go to his hotel, shower, change, whatever, get ready.
We say from the jet to the
sets.
Boom, there it is.
From first class, from the cabin to the courts.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
That's all I got. He was like, yo,
from the recliner to the racket.
I'm gonna come in early. Can you find us some courts? And I was like, yeah, to reserve courts, it's really hard, really expensive, but
specifically indoor because of the weather.
In New York.
Yeah. But I'm saying this time of year, even more so than normal.
It's looking like it's going to be real. Oh, also, I was like, wait, there's courts at the Billie Jean National Tennis Center, which is where Arthur Ashe and the U.S. Open happens.
Right.
And I've never gone there, but fucking intel for all the stroke boys out there. You can just create a free account and rent court time. It is definitely it's not expensive, but it's hard to find court time. I was literally like fucking like a hype beast trying to get sneakers I was trying to get time on Saturday, 1 o'clock. So Thursday at 1 o'clock, I'm like on my computer hitting refresh.
You're refreshing Ticketmaster like a Swiftie. I get it.
For some reason, other people that have like higher clearance levels can request time, can reserve court time ahead of me.
Higher clearance in like just as like a returning VIP customer.
I don't know how it works, but I was like, yo, outdoor courts.
You failed the background check, dude.
Outdoor courts are available. It's going to be 55 degrees. Let's fucking run it outside. Let's get 2 hours.
Yeah.
We get to play in literally the Arthur Ashe. We're in the shadow of Arthur Ashe Stadium. There's nobody there. The last time I was here, like it's just a bunch of fucking drunk finance bros stacking 20 honey deuces.
Oh yeah, dude.
We're playing on the court that literally like I've seen. It's the outer courts. It's not like the hot boy shit. But I'm like, yo, I've seen fucking like nationally ranked players playing on this court. It is so sick that we're here. If you hit a shot, it hits like the back thing and it like smashes it. There's the Rolex screens that were turned off.
Of course.
You know, you can
they didn't turn on the fucking Jumbotron for the boys. I'm surprised.
Like your balls going to the stands. You have to like go into the seats and like get them. It was fucking. And like, so we played for 2 hours. The first hour, we were both just smiling nonstop. Right. It was so sick. And like,
it was full Make-A-Wish for the tennis boys.
He'd hit a winner. I didn't give a fuck. Like, the vibes are so posy and high. Like, I'd hit a winner. He didn't give a shit. It was just like, yo, this is awesome. We legit like, yes. We legit said that like a few times. And then like the second hour, we're both like very tired. But just a little intel for the people out there. Getting out to Flushing, a bit of a fucking bitch. But once
that's
you're there,
where you spend the money.
I took an Uber. I was feeling lazy. I could have taken the train, but it would have taken an hour versus like.
This man is coming right off the fucking jet. Dude. You got to at least get an Uber.
And it's 5 minutes from LaGuardia. So he was like, he changed into his tennis outfit. And Javos being Javos, he's wearing tennis whites.
Of course. Dude.
He's wearing the Throwing Fits Wimbledon shorts.
Ooh.
And like a white fucking, Nike dry fit, whatever.
I love that, dude.
And he said people in the airport giving him mad weird looks.
That's awesome. Yeah. That is very fucking funny, dude.
And it was so sick. Like we were literally texting like throughout the day, just like, yo, I can't believe we did that, bro.
Bucket list,
awesome.
for sure.
It's like having a catch at Yankee
Wait,
Stadium.
so you're telling me that this, right. Or, throwing, I guess.
MetLife.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's like playing horse at MSG.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, playing knockout with your boys on center court. So you're telling me that every time he comes to New York, and I know this didn't happen last time because there was a bunch of fucking issues with the flight, and I know this because I had
that was during like the hurricane.
Yeah, because I had dinner with him that night with Delaney. But so you're telling me he plays tennis and then fucking jumps on the ones and twos?
Yeah,
bro, that man has energy to burn, dude.
That's feta.
Yeah, right, dude. My man's got the olive oil coursing through his veins.
or whatever.
Spanakottia.
Yeah, that was cool. And then so that was like definitely a highlight of the weekend. A low light of the weekend for me was this fucking New York Mag TikTok article will not goddamn motherfucking die.
What's happening now?
My dad, who I guess we don't, our family group chats, he doesn't like, they're not named. Okay. And there's so he just texted 10 people, myself included, 2 numbers I don't even have saved. So I don't even know who these family members are.
How distant.
And they haven't chimed in yet. So I can't put get a read on their tone or anything. Right. One of them is a 212 number. I'm like, what?
Please at least react with an emoji so I can reverse engineer how deep up or how high up the family tree you are.
My dad will not. He texted. Fuck. Let me find this fucking.
Wait. So he's proud of you in sending the article. So it's honestly not. I mean, it could be worse, right? I'm assuming that's what he's not dunking on you in front of people whose number you don't even have saved.
Is this him dunking on me? No. So he just texted the link Saturday at 5:00, just to 10 people. Did he find cousins, my aunt and uncle?
Did he find it independently, or did you send it to your parents?
He found it independently and then put it on the main group family, like the nuclear family group chat. And I'm like, yeah, I really actually did not like this.
He has a Google alert for you?
No, I think he just I think he has a friend that keeps up with the pod.
Yikes. A friend?
Yeah. But
like an old man?
Like a homie. Doesn't listen, but we'll see the goings on.
IG or whatever. Gotcha.
So he just drops the link. I reply back to these 8 people I know and 2 people I don't. Very embarrassing and something I regret being a part of. Thanks for sharing. And my older cousin, says, you are definitely putting out that vibe. And it's just a screenshot of me fucking ice grilling the camera. And then his sister, another cousin's like, oh, snap, you're number 1. For real, though, I listen.
Well, it's not ranked, by the way.
It's unranked.
So.
And I didn't want to I had that typed out, but I was like, you know what? Let me stop being such a sourpuss.
Unnecessary, yeah.
Let the family group chat cook. My cousin was like, yo, you actually should be proud of this. I know people that listen, you're famous. I'm like,
oh.
Just hearted it.
Damn.
Which, felt nice.
Yeah, with that said, we still hate it and feel bad about it.
I'm just let this fucking article kill it with fire.
Kill
it with fire.
The way that parents show love and respect to their sons who are podcasters is kind of funny and twisted because it's such a unique thing that you would never wish upon any parent ever.
Well, they don't get it, right? And you can't capture a podcast and share it. It's like, oh, look, here's Throwing Fits and James and Larry are in this thing.
Yes,
that is in a magazine that I can touch.
Oh, dude, honestly, it's funny you say this because like my mom did a very similar thing this weekend when I was at the unveiling for my grandmother and great aunt. And these are not somber things. It's like a celebration of life. And so it's not a funeral, right? But like
It's a Jewish thing.
Yeah. So we're okay. For anyone who doesn't know, unveiling within like a Jewish calendar year of someone being
You
buried.
say Jewish mad funny, by the way.
Jewish. What? How do I say it?
Do it. Jewish.
My lawyer Jewish. I say it like Rick Ross.
You say it like Rick Ross.
Whoa.
I was at my Jewish grandmother's unveiling, and
I mean, you gotta fucking put the emphasis on it, you know? Anyway, so afterwards, after hitting the two cemeteries, because they're not buried by each other.
are they sisters?
No, this is so it's my grandmother and her sister-in-law.
Oh, sister-in-law.
So
Sil.
yeah, Sil and my great aunt Phyllis. Anyway, so we go back to my parents' house for like as my mom would say, a light lunch. And, you know, we're looking at like a bunch of like we hit the air plates of a family slideshow of like old pictures that like my second cousin's husband had scanned from Phyllis's husband. So everyone's hanging out, having a good time. But like, you know, so the vibes are up. And my mom just cannot stop bragging about me as she's wont to do by talking about the little influencer trip with Hermes that you and I went on. And I'm like,
wait, she calls it Hermes?
Hermes. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just like, okay.
Is that the Jewish pronunciation?
It is, yeah. It's the Hebrew pronunciation.
The Hebrews.
Imovich. Anyway, fucking. So I'm like, this is, and it's not like a read the room because everyone again, good spirits. But I'm like, we don't need to like.
What'd
no
she
one
say?
wants to. Let alone does the audience not want to hear this? Like, and we already
What'd
did an
she
hour
say?
on it, but she's just like, Hermes sent them their own private jet. Hermes paid $1 million for a chef to cook them dinner. And I'm like, okay, by the way, there's like, you know, this is, I'm trying to, and I'm like, this is, I'm like, are people going to be impressed or do my second cousins who have no idea what I even like remotely do? What are they going to think of this?
Are they like doctors and shit? Do they have real jobs? Do they contribute to society in a
There's like a
meaningful way?
rabbi in the building.
A what? Oh, rabbi.
A rabbi.
Instead of rapper.
Modest Yahoo's in the fucking building.
My rapper Jewish.
It was it was Macklemore in costume.
Got it. Right. Yeah.
But no, I mean there's all different types of people, but like no one who like
But is your mom trying to like
no one who probably like respects what they do.
Is your mom trying to keep up with the Joneses? Like, does she have a sister or brother where like their kids are like, oh, like
I mean, my aunt was there, her sister, and
my son goes to anti-Semitic Harvard.
And one of my cousins was there, and like I think my like younger cousin, he's 24. I think he like kind of gets what's going on with this whole thing. But yeah, I'm just like, I stop telling people that Hermes sent me a private jet. I might just keep that to yourself.
Stop rizzing up my 24-year-old cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and it's all like with your dad or my mom. It's coming from a place of love and appreciation and respect and pride, but it's like, I guess mine's probably worse than yours for sure.
Oh, 1,000%.
Mine's worse.
Yeah.
I'm more embarrassed. My grandmother died.
Stop it, Mom.
Yeah. But
The
anyway,
Hermes guys are going to like this. Well, it's funny you mentioned the Hermes trip because I had a little mini camp reunion
oh yeah,
with the Hermes Omies. I went to Alison Roman's holiday ham party.
Ooh.
I think your invite must have got lost in the mail.
Yeah. Holiday ham?
So she's done this for
like
a few years
hard
now.
as a motherfucker?
No, well, she cooked hams and they went hard as a motherfucker.
Yeah. Tell me more.
So ham, goated meat. Right?
So that's such podcasting. So ham. Yeah.
Goated.
Honey baked is my faves.
So what she does, and it's so easy, right? Because the ham comes pre-smoked. It's already edible.
She's not doing it herself. It's Alison Roman.
Bro, that takes days, if not weeks, to smoke a ham. And she like has a crib in New York. Like,
no, not smoked. Honey baked.
Whatever. She gets the hams.
Okay.
What she does is
she has the meat.
she has the hams and slathers them in like a spice blend.
Oh, so it is low-key honey glazed, honey baked, whatever.
Bakes that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like
All right.
and then hacks it up. Fucking
thick slice, thin slice?
more like no, not slices, not like steaks or slabs or slices, more just kind of like chunks.
Ooh.
Like almost like a pulled pork. Like that level.
Fuck yeah.
That
dude.
level, like you can take a little like
Really?
No.
You like with a what do you like a fork? You just dig in or
No.
with your hand? Like a little gremlin?
No, forks. But
Like a little ham troll?
come on, stop it. I did go a little ham crazy.
You had ham fever, dude.
I had ham on the brain. I took a bite and bit off a tiny piece of the plastic fork's tine.
Oh,
and
dude, you went too hard.
definitely swallowed that shit.
You went hard as a motherfucker.
I did. No, so her setup is...
by the way, I have done that before.
Yeah, for sure. Her setup is she had Hawaiian rolls on a fucking, like, it was like a roll tree.
I saw this on IG. It was like a beautiful
And
tablescape.
My method was...
Okay, hit me.
Open the roll.
Are they slider size or are they
Sliders.
Okay,
Sliders.
well, dude, I need this invite.
I think I had
next
5.
Fuck.
Sliders.
Fuck.
One
the
side,
fuck, Allison.
stone ground mustard. The other side,
Oh, yes.
butter.
Oh my God, speak Hamanese to him, Jim.
2 to 4 gherkins.
What is a gherkin? Pickle? Little guy?
Little pickle, like what you get in your Bloody Mary.
Yeah,
little
yeah.
shrimp pickle.
She's addicted to. She hated what the gherkin did.
Yeah. Gherkins, not
It's,
Birkins.
the gherkin they're sober to reel up. The gherkin was not twerking.
No, the gherkin did not put that work in. Ham.
I would rather have a what's your favorite type of pickle?
I like bread and butter.
Same.
I do. I like dill. I like the spears. I love gherkins. I love a pickled onion.
You just name it. Okay.
I just love pickled. I love pickled onions.
Yeah,
I love pickled radishes.
that's all I'm not saying,
I
but
fucking love pickles.
But what you're describing, like if there was a Vlasic sweet and sour, or bread and butter,
Honestly,
just little disc.
It do not matter. I will take any fucking pickle.
It do not matter.
It did not matter. It did not matter. I'll take any fucking pickle.
You were literally doing. I'm sure you were literally doing that dance while making your little gherkin.
Yeah, I was
slider.
doing the ham shuffle.
The gherkin forward slider.
I was doing the ham shuffle. So then, a decent amount of ham, not too much, and then thinly sliced raw white onion. God damn, that ham went hard as a motherfucker.
That's like elite Arby's meets White Castle or
I
something.
had like 5 of them. 5 of them.
That's
hoes.
it. Not even a fucking half dozen.
I realized that I was hogging the ham. I was hogging the hog.
You overdid it.
Yeah. Also, like
You
5 of them.
overpigged it.
5 of them is like, I mean, they're pretty big.
He pigged out.
Yeah. Little piggy.
Well, so the crowd was like a lot of the homies that were on the
A
trip.
lot of the Omies were there, and it was fun and refreshing to like see these people outside of that context,
Right.
Where it's like, are you adjusting to non-PJ life? But then actually like, but then actually like have a real conversation in a real world setting, and also kind of like
Real world. You had Alison Roman's ham party.
she's the Ermin's Amy.
She's the
also
ham
like
homie.
also like getting a kind of like a behind, like dropping the facade of like, oh my God, we're so happy to be here. And I'm not saying that we didn't feel that, but like meeting with people that were like, oh yeah, I fucking hated that guy. You know, like keeping it real.
talking about me probably.
No.
But inshallah, because you were such a grouch about it last week, has your reflection on the Hermes influencer trip with the Hermes homies changed? Were you like speaking about it positively with the alumnus?
And I don't want to. I wasn't a grouch about it. I think that I was
just repeating a Reddit comment.
Okay, I was focusing on the wrong shit and not focusing on like the fact that I did meet friends and people that I want to hang out with and had like really interesting, compelling conversations. When interspersed with like kind of low moments, right? Or moments that I would not want to experience again necessarily, or like kind of whatever, just didn't enjoy.
Yeah. Honestly,
I was talking about this with these guys, and like it was cool. It was cool to see people in a non-manufactured, like a social setting where it's like, yeah, you still got to be on your P's and Q's a little bit, and like you're in like regular society, not in this like kind of manufactured facade, because that's what it was. And there were people from the Hermes team there that I was like having more real talk with them, and they're like, yeah, it was fucking great, but like it's hard to quantify how great it was when I'm trying to report it back to the Hermes, Omies, the boss man back in fucking Paris.
Right.
When it's just like, yo, everyone loved it. But it's hard to like quantify that.
Also,
you know?
I'm sure you were like loose and lubed up because you were ham drunk. So I'm assuming like it also was like you're in better spirits.
I was a little
versus sober on a podcast.
I was a little perturbed with my fit. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, did you blow it?
I love.
Is this the first time you've ever gone to this ham party?
This ham party, yeah.
Wait, you made your debutante ham debut and the fit wasn't on point? Bro,
fit was fine. It's just not where I wanted to be. I love dressing up. I love holiday parties, period. I love holiday party fits. I love dressing up a little fancy and a little freaky.
Yeah.
I'm not talking Lucas Sabat piss and shit level type clothing. Did you read that?
I have an idea of what it's about. I did not read it.
The inspiration for his brand is piss and shit, according to him.
I mean, that's the inspiration for this podcast. Well, maybe more dick and balls, but
Dick balls and
shout
coochie.
out my close personal celebrity friend Luca.
Dick and artisanal coochie. I want to wear a fun suit. I want to wear something that's like a weird material.
Yeah, it's a holiday party.
I wanted to wear my second layer snakeskin leopard blazer. Ooh. I wanted to wear a pleather shirt, brown pleather shirt underneath a red fucking festive Our Legacy
I'm going
suit.
to take your ham off.
But my brother, who's been a few times because he and his wife are good friends with Alison, he's like, yo, it gets so hot because the ovens have been on all day.
Yeah.
It gets fucking packed.
The crowd is getting smoked like a ham.
Yeah, exactly. Like the windows fog up, the fucking hog goes up. And so I was like, I don't want to be the sweaty guy. I'm going to be the sweaty guy.
Because of the meat already. Did you and you knew that it was going to be a meat forward extravaganza?
Yeah, it's called the ham party.
Yeah, okay. So then, yeah, you can't have the meat sweats and the John sweats. You got to choose one or the other.
I know. And so I was like, I don't want to be the sweaty guy. Yeah. I'm already looking like Anton Chigurh with no hat. If I fucking start sweating, I'm going to look like fucking Bruce Lee or like Maya from Pen 15.
Are you pronouncing that? Is it an Anton Chigurh?
Chigurh? What do you call
You're
me?
almost... Shut the fuck.
I'm thinking of Chigurh roast. That's what I'm thinking of.
That's the whole time I'm like, wait, it's like, what is...
I don't know.
Antoine Chigurh.
Damn, I want to listen to Secret Roast now. Anyway, I feel bad that I bricked the fit, especially because like everyone was looking fantastic. I went to this thing, I was like, oh, there'll be some ladies I can talk to. I was just talking to gay guys the whole time.
Of course.
That's my fucking crowd. Those are my people.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
The Jimmy Hags.
And yeah, I was definitely the worst dressed.
So what did you wear?
So I wore a vintage red, it's a red t-shirt, it's a vintage shirt, it's Elton John, Gianni Versace. Elton John 1985 World Tour designed by Gianni Versace. It has like...
No wonder all the gays are drawn to you.
I know. And then some my MF Pen like yellow and black check kind of like chef trousers. Mm-hmm. And then row of slip-ons and the big Studio Nicholson coat, which was immediately shod upon entry, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, making her debut at this year's ham ball, Mrs. James Harris, first time debutante in a vintage Elton John by Gianni Versace t-shirt.
And then
you descend down the staircase.
It wasn't even that hot. I could have definitely, whatever.
Oh, dude, your brother set you up, bro.
How was your holiday party?
It was great. I love this holiday party because this dress code, everyone goes for it. So I showed up in my gay mortician fit, which I wore to Gian's wedding just this time with some of my dead uncle-in-law's beautiful illegal sea turtle cowboy boots. The biggest bummer for me was that this year there was a white, and shout out my homie Katie, who throws this party every year. There was white elephant, right? And because...
What? Why's it got to be white? Why can't you play black elephant?
So we're playing non-denominational elephant, and Jenna is like, I'm going to handle the presents. And
you bring one gift
no,
to
no,
white
no.
elephant?
She's like, I'm going to handle it for both of us. She's like, I'm going to wrap
so
them.
You bring one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and everyone who goes, because a lot of couples, everyone, actually... We might have actually been the only couple that went above and beyond, but whatever. Okay. If you and a couple just bring one gift, then you, I guess, are choosing as a pair versus like getting to do your own thing.
Okay.
You know, because you know how it works with the swap and only, a gift can only get swapped
I've seen
twice.
The Office.
Okay. Oh, you're right. Exactly. With the iPod. So Jenna at some point when we had a busy week asked me like if I had any like new TF shorts. And I didn't really like put one and two together. I'm like, no, nothing's like has tags, but there are some like, I think that's some Mr. Porter leopard joints that I had never worn.
Okay.
So, freshies. I realized that one of the gifts, presumably the one coming from me, was going to be our own merch. So as I'm sitting there, I see, I'm like...
How is this going above and beyond? She just took some of your old clothes and wrapped them up?
Wait, it's not... What do you mean? Who said going above and beyond?
You said you're the only couple that went above and beyond.
Oh, no. Well, at least in her rapping. She fucking is a great rapper. But no, I meant more like that maybe as a couple, we brought... one gift for each person versus a couple doing one gift together.
Which is a great
rapper.
A rapper Christian.
Yeah. So eventually I see a guy who I don't really know, some woman's husband.
Okay.
who I only see at this party every year, and I see him going for that box, and I'm like, oh fuck. I have never fucking immediately jumped out of a room to smoke faster because I'm like, this guy. And it was funny because like he got it and it immediately got stolen by, and now I realized after the fact that Jenna had brought the shorts because a friend of ours who was there, Lisa, wanted a pair. And Jenna was like, just be aware, like there'll be a pair in White Elephant that you could steal. No one's gonna probably steal.
Oh, she gave her a heads up?
Yeah, I think it was implied. There was a little parlay on the side. That's what I said. I was like, we should have just given her. Anyway. Eventually later.
Well, tell her to fucking buy some.
Not only that, but this guy maybe brought the best gift that I picked randomly that was immediately stolen then 2 more times was that you see this like viral cereal where a guy makes like it's croissant cookie crisp basically.
Okay.
Some fucking autistic like engineer nerds, they like hand roll them with like laser precision with like a microscope and like it's like a freeze dried cereal made of hand rolled croissants.
Sounds gas.
Yo, and they make 5 boxes a day, and he lives around the corner, and he like went and waited online and got that, but the limit was $50, which actually our shorts broke that limit. They shouldn't have even been allowed.
Well, the shorts were free
fucking
because
throw the flag.
Jenna didn't buy them. She took them out of your fucking clean
So anyway,
laundry
the
drawer.
guy that brought the most gas shit picked the worst thing, our fucking shorts apparently, and he's outside and he's like, yo, so I didn't get told. He's like, what's the deal with those shorts? He's like, they're just like leopard. Or first he goes, so they like shorts or they bathing suit? What is that? And I'm like, shorts. Like they're just matching.
All right, well, that's on him.
And he's like, so like, what's the deal? And by the way, I've talked to this guy about like the podcast before because he's a big podcast listener of generally speaking. He doesn't listen to our
crime
show.
shit. Yeah.
No, more. I don't know. He has actually decent taste in pods. You guys know Chapo Trap House? But like, he's like, so what is, he's like, so they're like leopard or like what's, he's like throwing fits. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know. You gotta ask my wife. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I
what?
I was like, dude, this is like a fucking New York slice, dude.
Bro.
So I was already embarrassed, and I'm like, this is now even. I couldn't have imagined a more nightmare scenario, but now I have to explain what these are.
Okay, but what if they were like this guy?
By the way, they came with a bottle
guy.
of Moet. Maybe that was then the gift because the shorts are kind of like
this gift. So there's a $50 limit.
I think the Moet, and then there was also then shorts like with the bottle. Maybe so the shorts like free. So maybe they are worth nothing.
So what the fuck? Also, this guy just being like, so what's up with these shorts, man? Like, these pockets. Do I put things in them? Like that's on him. Maybe he's the autistic motherfucker.
They were immediately ganked though by the woman who did want them, and she got some shorts. So they ended up at a good home. But I'm like,
what's up with the champagne, man? Do I like fucking? Do I like pop the cork? Like, do I drink it?
I'm trying to remember my mindset when Jenna first asked like where a new pair of shorts would be. I don't know what I thought. Maybe I thought it was going to be like some Secret Santa thing with like the girls that work for her because she had a little Christmas party with some of the Barbie girlies at the crib. I was like, maybe it'll be a Secret Santa for like one of those girls who like at least know what throwing fits is versus then this guy being like, what the fuck is this?
So these shorts, are they like made of leopard or like
made with real leopard? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
so
nightmare scenario.
Brutal. To summarize, ham, goated meat, white elephant, trash meat. You always want the dark meat on the elephant.
Oh my God.
This has been another episode of the only podcast that matters. We got to get out of here. Chef, take us out.